All right, what's going on, brothers? Hopefully everything's going good. Hopefully everything's going well for you guys. All right, brothers, we're going to listen to this. 50 Cent has recently invested in Shreveport, Louisiana. Brothers, I'm not a businessman, but from the outside looking in, I'm going to tell you what I think and why I think it was a very smart move on 50 Cent's behalf for him to do what he did. 50's no dummy. I remember when I first was reading about it, I said, man, I wish I had some money. I said I would do all I can to buy anything I can buy in Shreveport, Louisiana, in the downtown area, anything I can buy. You know what I'm saying? I said I wish I had some money, man. Because I remember before he had all this stuff built up, they was already talking about it. And I remember telling, talking to some people, I said, man, 50's not dumb. If 50 going to a place like Shreveport, it's because he has a plan to make a lot of money. And those people are going to benefit from that. He's a smart man. 50's no dummy. So if 50 doing something, it's something to that. But anyway, we're going to listen to Tyrese talk, and I'm going to give you my thoughts. Let's check it out.
Jungle. In freaking Shreveport, Louisiana, some damn where in the middle of the nowhere. No disrespect to Shreveport. I love my fans out there. But if you're an actress or a model or somebody who's looking to do something impactful, ain't nobody gonna find your ass in no Shreveport. Come on, man. Out of sight, out of mind.
They say this is a big rich town. I just come from the poet's part. Bright lights. I got this is where it goes down. I just happen to come apart.
I live, I learn. I'm from that city full of yellow cats and skyscrapers.
Live in the middle of the jungle.
All right. Now, brothers, I'm just speaking from the outside looking in. Brother, Shreveport, Bossier. I think you got about 300,000 to 400,000 people just in that area. Not to mention all the surrounding cities. I could be off, but we're gonna give a guesstimation, an estimation. You got what you got? You got Halton, Minden, Louisiana. You got Dalton. Not Dalton, Darlene. Jonesboro. You got a lot of surrounding cities around there, right? So the Shreveport Bossier area, not to mention you got Monroe. You know what I mean? Who's not that far. Grambling. It's a lot of cities you got. That you throw an event, these people will come because it's only maybe a 30 minutes to an hour drive. If that. I would say it's even less than that. So you're looking at a market about, I'm gonna just roughly guesstimate anywhere from 500 to 600,000 people. Now, not to mention, this is what I think 50 was a genius there from the outside looking in. Choosing Shreveport, it already has a pretty decent market. A market that's not too small and has a lot of potential to grow. You're 2 hours away from Dallas, Fort Worth. So, that's you can drive. So let's say you in Dallas and you like, oh, something going on in Shreveport. You can drive down there, kick it, and drive back. You cool. Not to mention you're 3 hours away from Houston. Not to mention you're an hour some away from Jackson, Mississippi. 2 hours from Jackson, maybe a little bit more. Not to mention you're only about 4 hours or 3 hours away from New Orleans, Baton Rouge. These are all a couple of hour drives. Not to mention they only a hour, a flight, a 30-minute flight. Not to mention Little Rock, El Dorado. It's a lot of surrounding cities. El Dorado, the Arklatex area. I thought that was genius. I was like, wow, that was a smart move by 50. Yes, it was a great, from the outside looking in, I said, man, this guy here, he's sharp, man. That man 50 is no joke. He's sharp. And they said the same thing about Atlanta too, brothers. Remember, they said the same thing about Atlanta. Now look at Atlanta. See, a lot of people are moving from Hollywood. It's too expensive, yada, yada, yada. So now, don't get me wrong, this is my theory. My suspicion. Hollywood's not going to go nowhere, but Hollywood's going to have more competition. Because now you got Tyler Perry. Now you're going to have 50. You know, not to mention you got some in the Chicagoland area. I mean, it's all type of places where people can start competing now with Hollywood. You know, you have the Nollywood. I know that's in Africa, but, you know, you got all type of things. So you're just going to have more competition. Just like you got more networks. Like, remember back in the day, brothers, you only had Cinemax and HBO, right? Then Showtime popped up and yada, yada, yada. Now you got Showtime, yada, yada, yada. This, that, and the 4 stars, yada, yada, yada. Paramount. You know, you got MTV. You got a slew of networks now, right? So that's all that's doing. 50's just capitalizing on that. But yeah, they said the same thing about Atlanta, but now look at Atlanta. Shreveport has that potential, and I personally think in the next 10 to 15 years, Shreveport will become that. It will become a hotbed due to somebody like 50 Cent, especially if they're able to produce something that becomes popping, really moving, and not to mention Shreveport. A lot of people don't know Shreveport actually produced quite a few TV shows. I don't know if you better remember the Salem. Salem was produced in Shreveport. So they had studios there. They had a couple other shows I remember that they had in Shreveport. So the potential was there. And I saw that they estimate they have done record numbers just from the festival that he brought. They have done record numbers economically for all the casinos and restaurants downtown. Brothers, this is a good thing for the economy. For the brothers who live in that area, like Shreveport, Bossier, brothers, you need to be aware, you need to be sharp, and you need to be looking to see how you can benefit from this as well. You know, and don't think of it as a hustle. Think of it as a business. Okay, what can I do? You know, so you can maybe receive something. Maybe you can start your own business, or whatever the case may be. Or maybe you can get a job, because that's going to bring more economy. You know, 50 coming there, you're going to see a lot more superstars, things of that nature. So yeah, it's a lot of things going on, and from it looked like I said, it's supposed to rival Tyler Perry. From what I saw, I'm like, wow, that's pretty good. So anyway, brothers, that's it. That's just me on the outside looking in. I thought it was genius, and yes, I'm pretty sure the land was cheap. I understand, but brothers, that was genius, because where it's stationed, where it's at, where it's positioned. I mean, I'm like, wow, that's great. You're not too far from Houston. You're not too far from Tyler, Texas, Dallas, Fort Worth, Monroe, Jackson, Mississippi, Little Rock, New Orleans, Baton Rouge. You know, it's great move, man. Smart move. Oklahoma's not too far from it. You know what I'm saying? So that's a smart move, man. That's a very smart move. And strategically, that's a very good move. I said, wow. That man 50's pretty sharp, man. He's pretty sharp, man. That's a good move, man. So he has the potential. And I'm going to say this, when I was reading it, they said Shreveport has the potential. They estimate it might be one of the fastest growing cities due to this in the years to come. And I personally believe that they're telling. I personally believe it will happen. All right, so you know, Shreveport, I would not be surprised, brothers, in the next 10, 15 years, Shreveport is going to be like Atlanta. You're going to be having a hard time to find places to live. And not to mention, 50 Cent is already building a housing complex. So they are, man, brothers, trust me, they're not doing this. These people are business people. They're not doing this in hopes that something's going to happen. They know these people have been doing business for years. 50 Cent has been around certain smart people. They know how to build up something. So, yeah, Shreveport is finna blow up, man. I wish I had some money, man. I sure would be trying to buy some property down there. I remember before it even happened, I was telling my family members that. I said, yo, man, I said 50 is not finna come to Shreveport just to be coming. I said, he's finna make a lot of money. He's finna bring a lot of money to that city. But anyway, brothers, that's it, man. For you so-called black brothers out there, man, you brothers need to look and see what you can get out of it. Maybe you can get you a business. Maybe you can get you a job. Something. You need to be looking to see how you can get a piece of what's coming. Especially you young brothers. like I said, look at it like a business. 10, 15 years down the line, you making a smart move now, you'll be reaping a whole lot of benefits from it 5, 7, 8 years down the line. All right, brothers, I'm out, man. Tyrese was wrong. But anyway, brothers, you'll still have Hollywood, but now you just got more than Hollywood. That's all. Like I said, you got a lot of networks. You got a lot of stuff going on in Chicago. I'm just giving an example. A lot of stuff going on in Atlanta. I remember years ago, like 20 TV shows left Hollywood and went straight to Atlanta. And I remember back as early as 2014, I wasn't paying no attention. This guy was telling me that a lot of TV shows was coming to Chicago, and that a lot was already in Chicago. I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah. And of course, Empire and so many was coming. I'm like, wow. So, you know what I mean? So, a lot of these places to make movies, TV shows, and stuff like that, now you can go to Atlanta. I was going to say Hollywood just has more competition now. But like I said, you got more networks now, too. So, that's all right there, brother. So, some place like Shreveport, for you brothers who are not on that just, I'm a gangster, I'm a thug, and you're smart, pay attention and see how you can benefit from it. Some of you brothers might can. Maybe you can buy some property, build it up. Maybe you can, you can receive some of the benefits of what's coming to your city. So that's all I gotta say right there, brothers. You brothers who are smart, wise, you need to look to see what you can do, because a lot of economy is coming to you guys' city. And the quicker you make that decision to make the right moves, you'll be benefited from in the years to come. I'm out. Peace. All right, what's going on, brothers? Brothers, I just wanted to add this because I just realized when Tyrese said what he said about Shreveport, it was over 10 years ago. And I actually, it was over 10 years ago, so I just wanted to clarify. And I understand what he meant, in the context of it. He was just saying, like, you got to go somewhere where it's popping at. And I agree with that. Either, I'm just saying, since my years of living, either you go somewhere where it's popping at or you get it popping where you at. It's just that simple. You understand what I'm saying? Like, a lot of guys who blew up, like, there wasn't a lot of record companies in the South at one time, so a lot of guys, what they did, they created the market. The underground scene with the Screw. Same with Chicago. It wasn't a lot of record companies in Chicago. I still don't really think it's none, really, but at one time, Chicago had a real big underground scene. House music was real big, brothers. House music was real big. Then, of course, as you would fast forward into the 90s, you had a lot of rappers, underground rappers. Twister was one of them. Pope, Do or Die was one of them. I know a lot of these guys would end up getting signed, things like that, but they had a strong underground market. Of course, the Bay Area. But anyway, brothers, that's it. So I just wanted to clarify that. I understood what Tyrese was saying. He didn't have no bad blood against Shreveport. Of course, now Shreveport is going to be a destination, a hot spot. So it shows you, who knows, show you how things can change. So that's all. I just want to clarify that. He didn't mean no harm. He had no bad blood. But anyway, that's it, brothers. You brothers in the Shreveport area, hey, as I said before, think of ways that you can do where you can capitalize off this, because all you brothers can capitalize off this if you just make smart moves. Because that city's going to grow. It's definitely going to grow, brothers. You guys should, I'm just going to say realistically, those guys, you guys should probably, you might get, anywhere from 10 to 15,000 people within the next 10 years. In Shreveport alone. That's a significant amount of people. And they're going to need housing. All right, brothers, I'm out. Peace.